All right, welcome to the third video of the AH-64D Apache gunship tutorial in VR. This is 2024. Still waiting on that Chinook to come out. Can't wait for that one. Oh my god, I will be playing that forever. Until then, let's keep learning the Apache. Yeah. And props to Prez DT for turning his head right when he should have. He always knows what to do. All right, guys, let's get on with it. This lesson 5, will be rockets. Using the unguided articulating rocket pods.
Welcome to the AH-64D Basic Aerial Rocket Deployment. We begin in flight at 1,400 feet AGL. You are in active pause. This training will be performed from the pilot's position. Unless otherwise indicated, most highlighted button presses and spacebar presses will immediately forward the lesson to the next step. On your first time through the training, it is recommended that you listen fully to each set of instructions before taking the action that will move the lesson forward. When ready to continue, press the spacebar.
Got it.
Your cockpit has been set to the proper configuration for this phase of flight. The left MPD shows the weapons page. The right MPD is the tactical situation display, TSD. The HDU is in cruise mode. NVS is set to normal. Confirm the cockpit configuration, and when ready, press the spacebar to continue. For this training, the target is an SA-3 setting up west of Sanaki-Koloki Air Base. Your first task is to add this target to the TSD as the acquisition source.
Okay.
On the TSD, press button bottom 2, nav, to toggle to attack mode. Select the point page with push button bottom 6, and then add with push button left 2. Bring the cursor to the right MPD, TSD. Then move the cursor over the target area shown in the pop-up graphic. Then press collective grip cursor enter. When you have successfully completed this step, press the spacebar.
Where is it going? It's going to the SA-3 site to the left of this guy. In between this little... Hold on. Looks like... Yeah, next to this red line here. So I'd say like right there. Alright, I'm gonna hit it. Okay. And then...
On the left MPD, weapon page, press push button, top 5, coord. You will see the target you just entered as a single line. Press push button, left 1, next to the line to set it as the acquisition source. Check the weapon page and the HDU to see T01 is the acquisition source. Look to about 11 o'clock to see the acquisition source Q broken crosshairs. Also note that the range to target left of the field of regard has changed to approximately N5.0. N indicates the range is based on the navigation system. 5.0 is 5 kilometers. If everything is correct, press the spacebar to continue.
Okay, so how do I set this to point? Add target. Alright, well it's already there. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure that it's right there on target 1. Okay. but it doesn't say target 1 on my display. My heads up display. It still says waypoint 1. So acquisition target T01. Alright, well, we'll see what happens here.
With the target location entered, the next task is to configure the rockets. Use the cyclic grip function WAS left to select rockets. Then press the spacebar to continue.
Got it. WAS left.
All 4 rocket pods will be highlighted for a total of 76 rockets. You will be shooting salvos of 4 rockets each. Press quantity, push button right 1 to change the rocket salvo quantity, then select 4 and push button right 3. On the front console, toggle the Safe Arm button to Arm. As mentioned in the brief, the rocket pod pylons articulate in the vertical plane with range. Look forward and tilt your head up and down. As you do, you will see the pylon limit display just above the field of regard box when the pods hit the high and lower limits of articulation.
Dude, that is so cool!
Continue, press the space bar.
Look at that! You look up and down. Oh my god, that's so awesome! Alright.
Finally, to ensure a pull-up no lower than 500 feet AGL, start a pull-up at 700 feet AGL. Bring up the flight page on the right NPD by pressing the AC button. Then set, bottom 6. And then press low, top. On the KU, enter 700 and press enter. Press the spacebar when you have completed these steps.
Got it.
Bring the TSD back up on the right NPD by pressing the You are ready to fly towards and attack the target. When you resume flying, you will maintain 70 knots at an altitude of 1,400 feet AGL.
Yeah, we'll see.
Turn towards the target, putting your line of sight Q over the acquisition source Q. Force trim the aircraft to level, straight flight. As you do, observe the rocket I-beam aiming cue. Apply coordinated cyclic and rudder in the direction of the I-beam's displacement from the center line until the I-beam is aligned with the line of sight crosshair's vertical line. Remember, the I-beam is a steering cue. The line of sight crosshair is the aiming cue. To begin flying, press the spacebar.
Alright, we'll see.
At 2,000 meters, begin a 5-degree nose-down dive and engage the target. A good practice is to fire a salvo, observe the impacts, then, if rounds go long, line of sight down. If rounds go short, line of sight up. Break off the attack at 700 feet AGL or 1,000 meters range, whichever comes first.
Alright, so I need to get into that circle. Then we'll see. Alright, we're losing height. We're going at 70. Exactly where we want to be, right here. 1380, 1390. Okay. Only thing I don't know how to do is get it to highlight the actual target here. Wonder if there's a button that I could push that'll basically center.
The red smoke marks the target. Begin the attack run.
Okay, you got it. Nose down. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I see.
SA-3 site is out of action.
Yeehaw.
Congratulations, you have successfully completed AH-64D rocket training. You may press escape to exit or the spacebar to continue flying.
All right, on to the next one. Yeah, baby. All right, laser Hellfire.
Welcome to the AH-64D AGM-114K laser guided Hellfire missile training. You begin in flight at 200 feet AGL. You are in active pause. You are armed with 8 laser Hellfires. This training will be performed from the co-pilot gunner position. Press the spacebar to continue. Unless otherwise indicated, most highlighted button presses and spacebar presses will immediately forward the lesson to the next step. On your first time through the training, it is recommended that you listen fully to each set of instructions before taking the action that will move the lesson forward. When ready to continue, press the spacebar. Before beginning this training, you need to enter 3 targets into your TSD. They will be used as acquisition sources. For training convenience, the target points are located at the flight plan waypoints.
1, 2, 3.
Begin, on the right MPD, TSD, press push button, bottom 6, point. Then press push button, left 2, add, followed by push button, left 6, TG. Toggle the cursor to the TSD and slew the cursor to the center of W01. Then press cursor enter. You should see target point information for T01 displayed in the window at the bottom of the TSD. When complete, press the spacebar to continue. Again on the right MPD, TSD, press add, left 2, then press TG, left 6, cursor over and center on W02, then press cursor enter. Once T02 has been entered, repeat the process for T03. Once this has been completed, back out of the point page by pressing point, bottom 6, and press the spacebar to continue.
Okay.
You see the 3 target points created. Put the TSD in attack mode by pressing nav, push button. Attack will display at bottom 2. You should see 3 red target points.
Yep.
T01, T02, T03. When ready to continue, press the spacebar. WAS missiles. Press left hand grip. The left MPD weapon page shows the AGM-114 configuration. Important information boxes include sight, set to TADS, acquisition, set to fixed, laser spot tracker, set to channel A, laser rangefinder designator, set to channel A, laser channel settings, channels, primary set to A, alternate set to B. When ready to continue, press the spacebar. On the right side of the weapon display, note the following. Type at right 1 is set to SAL.
Salvo.
Mode at right 2 is set to norm.
Normal.
Trajectory at right 3 is set to DAR.
Direct.
These settings are for a lock on before launch or low ball engagement. When you have checked this, press the spacebar. To engage the first target, a T-55 tank, begin on the right MPD TSD by pressing push button top 5 forward, and then select the T01 line by pressing push button left 1. Note that in both the weapons display and the TADS, the acquisition source has changed to T01. Slew the TADS by pressing the right hand grip slave button. The TADS will center on the T01 spot. To find the target, press slave again, then use the left hand grip field of view controls and the right hand grip manual track controller to find and zoom in on the target. When you have the T-55 centered and the TAD sight, press the spacebar.
Where is it? Oh, look at that. It's actually putting the crosshair over. E01. Okay. Now let's see where it's at. This guy right here? Am I supposed to see that in VR? I don't think the engine's on. There we go.
Illuminate the target with the Laser Range Finder Designator, LFRD, by pressing and holding the right hand grip LFRD trigger to the second detent.
Second
Press the
detent.
spacebar while you do this.
Okay.
Note the range. It should
1504.
read about 1,500 meters. The small dash box will change to a larger solid line box called the lowball constraints box. This means the missile is tracking the coded laser energy and is ready to fire. Pull the right hand grip trigger
Let's do
to
it.
the first detent. As the missile fires,
Off she
continue
goes.
to hold the LRFD trigger at
Boom.
the second detent. Do not let go of the laser until missile impact. Note in the lower right of the TADS, a missile time of flight counter has begun. Watch for missile impact. Only then should you release the LFRD trigger.
Boom!
Then press the spacebar. The first shot was from active pause, which provides a completely stable hover. From now on, you will use George AI to provide a realistic hovering platform, one that moves.
Copy, slowing down.
Bring up the George AI
Copy,
interface.
increasing altitude.
Set
Copy,
the
increasing
altitude
altitude.
to over 300 feet. Ensure airspeed is 0.
Oh shit. That's control
George
C.
is correctly configured. Toggle the George AI interface off when ready to begin. The next target is at T02.
At requested
battery,
altitude.
just over 5,000 meters at your 12 o'clock. Specific targets are the Snowdrift Search Radar and SA-11 Command Vehicle. On the TSD, press Top 5, Chord. Then select T02 by pressing Left 2. Press right hand grip, Slave. Wait until
SA-11,
George
12 o'clock.
has brought the
Requested
aircraft
speed.
into a stable hover pointing towards T02. Press Slave again and use the manual track controller and field of view controls to find and target the Snowdrift radar. When you have the Snowdrift targeted, press the spacebar to continue.
Are they these guys? Oh, that's moving traffic. Okay. What about these guys up here? No, more traffic. There they are, right there. That's a radar, if I've ever seen a radar. Okay.
Press the LRFD trigger to the first detent to get a quick range to the target. It should be around 5,000 meters. At that distance and in daylight conditions,
4,983.
optics can provide a closer view of the target. On the left hand grip, use the TADS sensor select switch to switch to TV. Readjust the aim and field of view as necessary. When you have the snowdrift properly targeted, press the spacebar to continue.
Got it.
For this engagement, you'll use a high trajectory lock-on after launch blowout shot. On the left MPD weapon page, press push button right 3 trajectory, and then press push button right 1. The low-out firing sequence is 1. Hold the left hand grip weapons firing trigger.
Okay.
Missile launch. 2. Watch the time of flight counter and count off 4 seconds. 3. Hold the LFRD trigger to the second detent and hold until missile impact. When you are ready to do these steps, press the spacebar to continue.
Let's go.
Shoot the missile. Count 4 seconds.
1, 2, 3,
Raise the target.
4. Go.
LFRD to second detent and hold. Watch for missile impact. Only then release the LFRD trigger. Some of the SA-11 support vehicles will move to cover. Ignore them. Use manual track field of view to find and target the command vehicle. Repeat the high trajectory low owl engagement against the command vehicle.
Okay. Here we go. I'm assuming that antenna means command vehicle. Okay. Or 1,000. Go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
Your next target is an armor column approaching from the southeast. On the TSD,
Yeah, baby.
select T03 by pressing top 5 chord, and then select the T03 line with left 3. Use the right on the TADS in the field of regard box. Note that the field of view box has moved to the right. Bring up George AI and adjust your heading to bring the field of view box to the center of the field of regard. Look outside forward to find a red smoke
Coming
and see that you are pointed in that general direction. When you have
requested
done this,
heading.
exit the George AI interface and press the spacebar.
Okay.
The range to the T03 targets will be between 2,000 to 3,000 meters. On the weapon display, select direct trajectory by pressing right 3 trajectory. When the armor column appears, it will be moving along the road to your front. To engage moving targets, you will make use of the manual track controller in conjunction with the linear motion compensation, or LMC, function. With LMC on, the longer you push on the manual track controller, the faster the TAD's view moves in that direction. Release the manual track controller and the TAD's movement continues at its last speed. To slow TAD's movement, press the manual track controller in the opposite direction. To stop TAD's movement, toggle LMC off. Press slave to free the manual track controller.
Got it.
Then press the left-hand grip LMC button or button you have mapped to a keyboard bind or your peripheral controller. Practice with small
that's
left
awesome.
and right, then up and down movements until you feel you can effectively set the TAD's slewing speed. When ready to continue, toggle LMC off. Reset the TAD's view, toggle slave on and off again. When ready to continue, press the spacebar.
Okay. Turn it off. Slave on. Slave off. Find some cars again. There they are right there. Okay, just kind of wait for them to show up. There it is. When I hit the button, now I can move my mouse to the left. Yeah. Oh my god, how cool is that? That way you can like you can concentrate on other things while this guy's tracking a target automatically.
When you sight the enemy armor, select a vehicle and track it using manual track and LMC. With a good track, pull the LFRD trigger to the second detent. Get a good low wall constraints box. Pull the weapon firing trigger.
Okay. We'll wait for the box. Got a good box. And pulling the trigger.
Keep
Off she
LFRD
goes.
on. If necessary, make small adjustments to keep tracking the target all the way.
Good night.
Congratulations! You have successfully engaged stationary and moving targets with the AGM-114K laser Hellfire missile. Press escape to exit the training or continue to fly.
Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Oh, alright. So, I turn that off. Turn this laser off one time. There we go. Turn it back on. I'm gonna go for you, right here, buddy. And dead. Alright. I'm gonna see if I need to turn off the laser. Okay. I don't have to turn off the laser. Probably bad to keep it on though. It could probably detect the laser being on. These BMPs here. At least in real life. Probably not the limited AI. Alright. What do we got? Your left, right here. Alright. Show what I know. Here we go. Have a good one. Boom. I love it. All right, we're going to end it at that. It is my bedtime, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. We're going to be doing countermeasures and landings, and maybe even some radar Hellfire training on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.